Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, 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 welcome to through the commentary box. This is like a live discussion about what's been going on in the Premier League for in the past 1 week. What's been going on in football, in the world of football, all around the world. That's what we'll be doing today. So we're going to be having a look at all this news, all the latest in the news. That's what we'll be looking at to do today. And yeah, that's the plan, to be honest. That's the plan. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, 6 Yard Box. You know how we do, man. We're keeping it real. It's all about the news. We're going to be looking at all this stuff going on, the latest news in transfers, the latest news in terms of football, what's going on with the teams. We're having a look at the league as well, the new league, the Premier League, what's been going on, and, all the good stuff. So, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're just gonna go through some of the latest news in a minute. The latest news in terms of transfers. That we're going to be having discussions in terms of talking about what's been going on in the news. So, okay. Let's see what's going on. Shout out to everyone if you're coming in. Really appreciate everybody. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, 6 Yard Box. So the latest news, let's quickly run down all the latest football news, football headlines in the league. Basically all around the world. So that's what we'll be doing now. We'll be going all around the world to see what's going on in the world of football. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. By the way, Tottenham are playing today. There's the Europa Conference League qualifications happening today, and there's gonna be Tottenham is playing against Paco Ferraz or something. Paco Ferraz. I think, is it Paco Ferraz? Yeah, it's Paco Ferraz, man. Paco Ferraz in Portugal. They'll be playing the first leg in Portugal. Tottenham, they've basically gone with a weakened team, like a second team, and yeah, so that's the team Tottenham are going with. We're gonna be, what do you call it? We're gonna be keeping tabs with the game. We're not showing it. We're not gonna be doing a watch along for that one. So that one is that. Please subscribe to the channel. Like I said, this is Commentary Box. You're welcome. Commentary Box is where we talk about the football latest news, and we're looking for a panel as well. If you're interested, make sure you get in touch with the panel. We're looking to get the panel rolling very soon, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and let us know if you want to be part of the panel as well. So yeah, we're just gonna try something in a minute now. Gonna try something and then see what happens. I'm just trying to check something. If you please bear with me, I'm just trying some stuff out and see what happens. I don't think that will make any difference there, to be honest. So okay, so just bear with me. Let's exit this one. Let's go to this screen. What screen is this? And let's see what happens. Add myself back. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, I think just bear with me. The stream is coming back on. Yeah, we're back on now. So yeah, so basically, let's just go through some of the news, some of the latest stuff going on in the news. Um, and some of the transfer news that we'll be looking at. Let's go through it quickly. In the latest news, Martin Odegaard are close to Arsenal move. Arsenal they've in discussion, or I think they've agreed a fee for Martin Odegaard, and the fee is in the region of uh, yeah. The fee is in the region of, I think, is about, is it 24 million. Let's just check that one. And the fee is in the region of about 30 million pounds initial fee for him. Saw him play for Arsenal last season. He's a good player, decent left foot. You know what you're gonna get. He's good from Real Madrid. He's a good, decent player. So yeah, I think he played his with us. He was with Arsenal last season. So it just makes sense for them to go back in for him and try and sign him on a permanent deal, which I think makes sense. And yeah, that's going to be a good player for Arsenal. They also the goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale is having a medical as well. He was from Sheffield United. He's having a medical right about now, so I think that would be a good thing for Arsenal as well. What else? What else? What else? What else? What? Yeah. So that one, he's having a medical. Ramsdale is having a medical at Arsenal as we speak. In other news, let's have the news, the latest news as we speak. If you're just joining, please subscribe, like, share. It's all about football. We're just having a commentary. It's called the Commentary Box. You're welcome if you're just joining. It's just a discussion about the past couple of days in football, past couple of weeks. We're just having a general discussion. If you want to comment on any transfers, anything you want to talk about at all, just drop me an email, drop me a comment with your question or what you want to talk about, and then we can have a discussion about it. That's why it's called the Commentary Box. It's all about discussion, and it's all about different opinions. So yeah, so going back to the news, that's the news in terms of the transfers for Arsenal. They're trying to do a couple of business. Um, let's see what's in the other news, what's going on in the other news as well as we speak. The transfer deadline day, remember, is on the 31st of August, which is next week, Tuesday, and the deadline is 11 o'clock. Is it an 11 o'clock deadline? That's when the deadline. That's going to be the deadline. 11 o'clock. It's going to be an interesting deadline. There's still a lot of stuff hanging on. So yeah. So the Odegaard deal close. Arsenal move for Ramsdale. Ramsdale having medical. Bamford just signs. That was just breaking on Sky. Bamford mentioned just extended his contract at Leeds United, and that seems like a good signing. Good player. I still think he needs to score a bit more goal, Patrick Bamford, but he's a good player, definitely. And Bielsa, Leeds, in terms of Leeds, Bielsa is looking to make a couple of more signings. It says more. Bielsa is saying basically they might not sign anyone else. That's Marcelo Bielsa of Leeds saying they might not sign anyone else. I think the Leeds squad, they look very good. They look very solid as well. And I can see them just building on from what they've done last season. Leeds are always very entertaining to watch. They will attack, they will score goals, they will concede goals. They're a very good side. as well. So you know what you're going to get with Leeds. They're a very good side as well, and they play football the right way. So yeah, Leeds are a team that I always look out for. Apart from my team, Tottenham, I always make sure I look out for Leeds as well. So yeah, Leeds, they're gonna be cool. They're gonna be good this season. Bielsa saying they are not signing any more players. Sheffield United interested in Man United. Diallo on loan. That's another news coming out from the in terms of transfers. Pedro, remember Pedro that plays for Chelsea, moved to Roma. He's swapping Roma for Lazio. That's like crossing from Tottenham to Arsenal. That's good. His first game back at Roma. It's gonna be interesting to see him, man. There's gonna be loads of abuse, man, from the Roma fans. So that would be interesting to watch. Apparently, the Italian league is on is on BT Sports, so I need to catch it. I've not really seen any game. I love to watch the Italian league as well. Because they used to show this what do you call it, Spanish league on Sky a couple of years back. But since they moved it to Premier Sports, I've not really had the time to watch any of those games. Yeah, we talked about Odegaard's. Then the Celtic make Giankumakis approach. Giankumakis is a Greece international striker, and Celtic are trying to bring him on, to sign him on. I don't think I remember him, to be honest. But Greece, they produce very good players anyway, so he should be signed a new 4 year Leicester deal. Harvey Barnes is a very good player. I like him. Quick, could go both ways. But probably, with all this player, I think he just needs more goals. I think to his game, because if you have a winger that scores goals, it takes them to another level entirely. In terms of just doing the normal stuff that wingers do. If you're a winger and you're not going past your opponent every single time you get the ball, then that's not your job. You're not doing your job properly as a winger. You have to go past people. You have to get into the final third. The end product has to be there. Like Traore at Wolves, end product is not quite there yet. So, and I think Harvey Barnes could be developing to a very, very good player at Leicester. He's not a very brilliant manager. Um, what's his name? I can't even remember his name now. So Brendan Rodgers, that's it. He's developed into a very good player. So he should be developed. His development is coming on really nicely. Then Villarreal have signed Armand Danjuma from Bournemouth. Yeah, I think I've seen him play a couple of times. Quick, very quick, direct. Scores a couple of goals for them last year in the championship. He's a very good player. That's a nice place to go and play football, I guess. I always say if you want to move to any country to play football, Spain will be top of the list because of the weather as well. Nice summer. You get yourself a nice little tan. That's if you need it. It's a nice place to go. It's always nice for players to go across the border to go and play in a different country, different culture, exposure. And that's a good move for Armand Danjuma to Villarreal. And it's got like a coach there that understands the English game in terms of Unai Emery, formerly of Arsenal. So that's a good place for him to go. I know Danjuma. Then in other news, Cahill said for Bournemouth, this is a surprise one for me. Medical. Cahill has left Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, they got a new manager now. And Patrick Vieira, and he's trying to change the team, the way they play and everything, which could be very, very dangerous because you don't want to, change everything too much because players you are bringing in might not be able to cope. Um, and you might find yourself struggling to make sure um, you might find yourself struggling. Find yourself struggling to imprint your new ideas on the players. It could go one way or the other, and once you start losing results and you start conceding goals, players don't like it, and even the fans don't like it. And then before you know it, the players are complaining, and they're complaining that the training is boring. And before you know it, results is always the key, man. Results always, makes the big difference. Obviously, because if you're getting results, even if you have new ideas in terms of a manager, the players can see that the results are coming off, and they'll definitely eventually buy into your ideas. So I think Patrick Vieira has got his work cut out there at Crystal Palace. But Kale going to Bournemouth is a very good signing for Scott Parker at Bournemouth. He's a very experienced player. I think he signed a 2-year deal there, and that's a lot of experience coming into the squad there at Bournemouth. Bournemouth is a nice area as well to go and play football. I tell you, I used to walk around about there. They have nice beaches and stuff. Man, it's nice. Yeah, Bournemouth is very nice, cool. In the summer that I used to. So, and then the other news. This is a news coming out of Munich, Bayern Munich, Bayern Munich of Germany. Robert Lewandowski, he wants a new challenge. Yeah, that's not going to happen. He wants a new challenge. He wants to he wants to try other leagues, and there's a valuation of 100 million on him. If you look at the price on the 33-year-old compared to Harry Kane, you can see the difference there. So it is news to me. I thought he would be he's happy there. He said he's happy. He's not going to force the move. He's not going to be able to leave this summer, that's for sure. But who's going to have the money to get him? Maybe City. I don't know. PSG, do they want anybody like that? They've got Messi already. So he's limited in terms of where he can go. He's a good player. I've seen him played a couple of times. I don't watch the German league that much, so yeah, Lewandowski is a good player, he's a good finisher. Yeah, so I don't think he'll get his move, but we shall wait and see, what happens. I don't know why he's coming out with that decision right now because there's no. I'll see if he's not going to get a move this summer. So you know, there must be a reason for it. Maybe he's looking for a new contract as well because there's been a pattern with all these players when they're always looking for a new contract and they're asking for more money every time. So maybe that's a move for him to get a new contract as well. So what else? I think that's it. Locatelli completes Juventus move. Yeah, Manuel Locatelli saw him in the Euros. Very good player for Italy. He's moving from Sassuolo to Juventus. Big move. I think that's just a natural progression from a club within Italy to one of the big giants. Manchester United, Pereira close to Flamingo loan deal. He's been at United for a long time. That Andres Pereira, decent player. I think maybe the big move might help him out as well. And what else? I think yeah. So that's some of the transfer news. Let's just dive into some of the headlines in the newspapers as well. Uh, let's dive into the newspapers. Osam Hawa is a man. Yeah, Tottenham are set to move for Leon playmaker to Osam Hawa. Yeah, he's a player. I know Arsenal were going for him before, but because they got the guy now, I don't think they're the same kind of player. But I don't know. I've never seen him play before, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest. But he used to play with what do you call it, Ndombele at Leon. Before Ndombele moved to Tottenham, so that move, that player has been looked at by Tottenham. He's a playmaker with Tottenham needs because Tottenham, as a Tottenham fan, we've not replaced. What's his name? We've not replaced Eric since he moved to Inter. So yeah, with Tottenham can get him fine, but we have players in the similar position as well. We have Lascelles also we have in Dombele. We have a couple of players in that position. I think Dele can play that role as well. So is he a priority for Tottenham? I'm not really sure. But that's coming out from the Daily Mirror. Arsenal, and then this yeah, we've done that already. Plan to raise, and they're saying Borussia Dortmund are plan to raise Eland release clause by 15 million, 50 million euros, 2.7 million pounds in a bid to recoup more of their prize asset next summer, according to. So okay, so Dortmund are trying to, because I think his release clause was going to be cheaper. Was going to be cheap in relation to the market right now. So they're planning to basically Dortmund are planning to add some more money onto release clause for next season. So that's what they're trying to do, which you can't blame them for, to be honest. Uh, from what I've seen of him so far, Ireland is a very good player. Left foot can finish. But we'll see what happens on that one. And then Wolves in the Daily Mail, Wolves are praised for an approach from Tottenham for. No, Tottenham is not signing Adama Traore. That's a definite no. That one is a no-brainer for me, man. Tottenham are not signing him. Adama Traore. Okay, I know that's a no, man. There's no end product. It doesn't. I don't think he scores enough goal as well. So I can't see Tottenham going for him, to be honest. Please, if you're just coming in, please smash the like for me. Subscribe to the channel as well. Let me know what you think. Please send your comments in as well. Let's see what you're thinking. Let me know what you're talking about. You can ask me questions as well if you want to send in some questions. Just drop me an email. You can just drop me a comment and I'll reply. As I'll reply promptly. So you're welcome to the commentary box. It's just football. That's what we're talking about. The latest news. What's going on in the world of football? It's called Look Live. It's called Commentary Box Live, and it's an hour of 60 minutes of football. That's what's up. So that's it. And then apart from the Traore news some of the newspaper headlines, Man City teenage winger Morgan Rogers in talks over a loan move to Bournemouth. Okay, yeah, he's going to Bournemouth. I think I saw that earlier on Sky as well. Romelu Lukaku says he wants to stay at Chelsea for the rest of his career. Good luck to him. We just signed a big deal as well. Tony Cruz has claimed Paris Saint-Germain signing of Lionel Messi could bring a huge double boost for Real Madrid. A weekend Barcelona and arrival of Kylian Mbappe. So Tony Cruz used to play for Real Madrid. He says Messi moving will give Real Madrid the chance to win the league because they're looking to sign Kylian Mbappe. Atletico Madrid are refusing to budge in their stance that current Trippier will not leave for less than 51 million pounds release clause after an inquiry from Arsenal. 51 million. That's release clause for Kieran Trippier. That's a lot of money, man. Nobody's paying that much money for Trippier. Manchester City are in talks with Ruben Diaz over a bumper new contract. Yeah, he deserves. He's a very good player. That's in the sun. Marcus Rashford is making speedy recovery after shoulder surgery and could be back in Manchester United training by the end of the month. Crystal Palace have had a 5 million bid for Wade Hughes turned down by Watford. Arsenal are continuing to revamp their transfer department with the addition of 3 new scouts. Yeah, they need it, to be honest, in terms of the players they are signing. To be honest, compared to Arsenal and Tottenham, I know they are rivals and all that, but if you look at the kind of players Arsenal are signing, and Arsenal are signing players that are like um they're signing the young players, but they're signing players for the future, I think. in some of their signings. Whereby, if you look at Tottenham, like in the centre back position, Tottenham signed Christian Romero for on loan with an option to buy for 40. I think it's 40 million pounds or 47 million pounds or something. Is it 40? I think it's 40 million pounds roughly. And Arsenal got the Ben White for 50 million. I think that is that premium you pay for an English player. Ben White, good player, but he's not played enough games, I don't think, for the national team. I think Romero must have played more than him as well. Romero was the best, was the top defender in the Italian Serie A, and he's played a lot of games, to be honest, in the first division, top flight. And yeah, if you see the price, I think you get more value from going abroad than what you get for players um, in in Britain, basically, because you pay that premium. But Ben White is a good player as well, I must say that. And then going on to other news, Hurricane has thrown down the gauntlet to Daniel Levy to make good on an yeah. Apparently, with all this thing about gentleman's agreement, Hurricane, blah blah blah, that he wants to leave, and Daniel Levy, with an agreement in terms of he didn't Daniel Levy uh, did not sign enough players for Tottenham to challenge for the league, blah 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 blah, Champions League. Sorry. So to counter that, I'll say, I'm all for Hurricane wanting to leave. It's fine if you want to leave. Yeah. And if you look at it as well, when Hurricane signed the deal, Tottenham were like top four every season, which was a good place to be. But in football, you can never know what's gonna happen. Situation will change. So it's like a player signing a 4-year deal when everything was rosy, the team was winning the league, and then all of a sudden the team they are not winning the league anymore, or they're finishing third, fourth, and then the player wants to leave. Yeah, but fine. At the end of the day, players can decide their career is a short career. I do understand that, but on the flip side, it is one things change as well. I don't think contracts could be based on that. I don't think anybody that if you want to base your contract on that, then it's a bit. You can't expect. You can't expect the club to just let you go for what for a fee that's not even what your value is, and that's the key for me. Everything about contract, forget about contract. In the contract, there's no clause, there's no money involved. If there was a fixed clause involved, a release clause in that contract, like the Jack Grealish deal, then fine. Harry Kane will have had a couple of will have said to them, you put a contract, you put a fee in there as a release clause, let me go. That's fine. But there's no release clause. You got 3 years left on your deal. Um, you want to leave, fine. I'm not got nothing against Harry Kane. I'm a Tottenham fan. I love Harry Kane, but it's all about Tottenham for me. And if they have to come up with the money, the fee for Harry Kane, what Tottenham think is the appropriate value for him to leave, and then City has to pay them. If they don't pay, you know, I, Tottenham won't sell Harry Kane. That's just that's just the meat on the bone, innit? That's just it. Basically, money talks, man. That's just it. If Harry Kane had 1 year on his contract, I could understand. I could think. I could be like, why don't you just let him go? Why don't you just let him go? Take something less than what you want and just let him go. But because Tottenham have all the power right now, I think Harry Kane should understand. I think he will understand. And in terms of that, uh, um, I know apparently what Levy agreed of was with Harry Kane was back then when he signed the deal was that he could leave if he could leave for a club outside the shores of the UK. So a club like Real Madrid, PSG, or Barcelona, they come in with a bid, or he could leave for a club in the UK that comes up with a crazy amount of money that will blow Tottenham's, you know, blow what's his name? Blow Daniel Levy's pants off. And I know he likes money. And I know everybody likes money. So that's the condition that would have made Tottenham to sell. So I think it's just things that happen. I can see fans going on about, oh, this is a disgrace. Tottenham fans, oh, Harry Kane has let us down. Da, 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 da. But at the end of the day, this kind of stuff happens in football. It happens in sports where there's big money being paid. Players are going to want to move. They're going to go through this. We've seen this happen so many times. Players will to say this and say that, and they will probably get their move in the end, or they might just stay. And it's happened before. You go down history, it's happened before. It's not me. I don't look at it as a Tottenham fan. I don't look at it as a big deal or as a betrayal or as Harry Kane, done something wrong. I remember so Campbell leaving. Even that one was even worse because Campbell then said, "Oh, I'm not gonna leave. Sign. I'm gonna leave. I want to go outside the country." And before we know it, a couple of months, 3 months later, or whatever, during the transfer window, Arsenal called a press conference. And Arsene Wenger walked out, and everybody was thinking what's going on. And before you know it, so Campbell walked out behind him, and Tottenham fans went crazy. So that's the kind of stuff, that was very toxic then. There was a lot of abuse, which I don't support, you know. But players at this day, they're allowed to make decisions, but in terms of their career, but they should understand that the club value them very high, and they should understand there is a price for every single player, and they should be. Personally, if I was Harry Kane, I would have come to preseason like normal, have my discussions behind closed doors with Levy, and say, "Yo, what's up? What's the plan? If they come up with a bid for me, how much? I don't even need to know how much, or you can tell me. If he tells me, okay, you can leave for X amount, I'll be like, yeah, fine. If they come in with that amount, fine, and I'll tell my agent to tell City this is how much Tottenham wants. Tell them to pay the amount if they want to, if they really, really want me. And Harry Kane for me, 150 million for Harry Kane. If he goes to City 2 years down the line, he's scoring 30 plus goals every season. It's gonna be worth that money in every season. It's gonna pay back every single penny, and that's the way I look at it. But City, I think the Grealish deal put a bit of spanner in the works because they bought Grealish for 100 million, and Tottenham are looking. If you pay that for Grealish, definitely you should pay way much for Harry Kane. So yeah, so that thing it's been going on for ages. As a Tottenham fan, I just want it to end. I pick my days of talking about it. So I'll give it a couple of days again before I do any videos about it. So because I'm just getting really fed up with it. Remember to join me on the live deadline day. We're going to be broadcasting live from 7 o'clock transfer deadline day, which is on the 31st. We're going to be doing it live from round about 7 o'clock. It's going to be, and then we'll do another one around about. We do an hour from 7 to 8. Then we do another one around about 10 to 11, just to catch the last bit of the juicy bit of the deadline day, which is around about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, because it's 11 o'clock deadline time for the what do you call it, for the deadline day. So make sure you catch me for that one. Yeah. So in the other news, that's for the Hurricane stuff. What else in the news? City now prepared to go to 150 million for Hurricane in the final 2 weeks. Final 2 weeks, they're not all this deal coming in now. If City comes in with the money 150 million next week, I'm saying it now, Tottenham are screwed. Because for me, if they accept that bid next week, Monday, for argument's sake, City comes in with a bid on 10 p.m. on Monday, let's say 8 p.m. on Monday, Tottenham are screwed because for me, there is no way they're gonna get the replacements that they want. There is no way unless Tottenham have a deal in place in principle that if we get an offer for Harry Kane or for what we want, we're signing this player. That's the only way they can do it. And even that is a bit risky because situation is changing every 5 minutes. And and the same player probably is looking at other clubs are looking at that player. And Tottenham, for example, for this discussion's sake, man, Tottenham will be going for what's his name, Dusan Vlahovic from Florentino striker, the 21-year-old Dusan Vlahovic. So Tottenham will be going after him. Definitely, that's the player Tottenham are going after. The other guy, Lautaro Martinez, I don't think that one is going to happen because apparently he's going to sign a new deal. He's agreed a new deal to stay at Inter. So basically, Tottenham, they've only got one option right now. And apparently, Atletico Madrid are in there as well for Dusan. So it's going to be very difficult. I can't see the way Tottenham are going to do it if that bid comes in late from City. So there has to be a deadline there somewhere. There has to be a deadline there from Tottenham to say you have to come up with a bid by so date. If the bid does not come by the end, if it was by the end of this week, that bid has to come in from City. Today is Wednesday. Today is Thursday. By tomorrow, the bid has come in coming from City. Anything from tomorrow, Tottenham are screwed. That's the way I look at it. So I hope Daniel Levy is listening because you don't want to get that deal done late in the window. I tell you that now. So my gut feeling is telling me Hurricane is not going anywhere. That's what I think. I don't think it's going to be going anywhere because I think that deal should have been done 2 weeks before now. That's what I think. A deal that size can't be left till the last minute. That's the way I look at it. So we wait and see what's going to happen with that. I'm fed up of talking about it, to be honest. Paris Saint Germain, Paris Saint Germain are willing to pay Paul Pogba £600,000 a week for the 6,000 euros a week, which is 510,000 pounds a week, 600,000 euros a week, which is 510,000 pounds a week. That's a lot of money to start for the start of 2020-23 season. So they're looking to sign him next season. Pogba, yeah, he's gonna go on a free anyway because his contract is gonna be run down by next year. So yeah, that looks like a deal that could be done. And finally, in the Times, UEFA are considering dropping controversial plans to award 2 Champions League places based on technical performance in Europe. I don't even know what that means. With the Premier League part of a concerted effort for the proposal to be dished out. To be honest, all that is just grammar, man. That's from the Times. Daily Star. Chelsea have been dealt a huge blow in their pursuit of Seville defender Jules Koundé after his release clause increased to 70 million. All these clubs are just increasing the release clause. Man. Everybody wants to make money, especially with COVID. Clubs are very, very really desperate to make as much money, and I can't blame them. Any club, if you know what you're doing, you want to make money, you want to make as much money as possible on your player, you want to maximize your assets and you want to make sure you make a lot of money, and you can't blame all these clubs for trying to do the same. So yeah, so that's the final news that we're running down to transfer news. Um, Let me know what you think about the transfer. What's going on? Let me know what you think is going to go up with Harry Kane. Let me know your thoughts on everything else. Drop me an email at yardboxix@gmail.com. That's yardboxix@gmail.com. You can check us on Twitter at 6yardbox6, which is six. Sorry, number 6ix yardbox. The yardbox now, and let's discuss. So remember, there's a watch along over the weekend. Tottenham started Sunday against Wolves, and then there's gonna be another watch along on Saturday. I don't know which game that's gonna be. You just have to set your notification and check that one out. Tottenham are playing tonight in the Europa Conference League. We are not doing a watch along for that. Watch out for all our videos. 90 minutes, all about 90 minutes, which is about reactions after our watch alongs, the tactical board, which is a look at the games that's going to be played, Premier League previews, which is dropping tomorrow, Friday. So look out for that one as well. Commentary box, which is every Thursday, 6 till 7. We're looking for people to join the panel. If you're interested, drop me an email to join the panel. If you know anybody that wants to do this, let me know. just drop me an email or drop me a comment, and then we could get this done. It's been very interesting. It's been very good. It's been very educative in terms of football. I love football, about football. So let me know what you think. So that's been the news. That's the program for today. We just about finished now. If you have anything to talk about, you can drop me an email in the next 5 to 10 minutes before I go, and then I can answer any questions that you have. Subscribe to the channel as well. Like, share, subscribe. There's going to be more watch alongs coming up. Yeah, finally, before I go, the African Nations Cup draw was done last week. Nigeria got. I'm going to put it on the screen. I'm scrolling at the bottom of the screen right now. Nigeria is in group. I think Nigeria is in group C. Is it group C? Yeah, Nigeria is in group D. Actually, Nigeria is in group D. They got Egypt. They've got Guinea-Bissau, and they've got Sudan. That's the team in Nigeria's group, which is a nice group, nice easy group for Nigeria. Nigeria should make it out of there. Tunisia, Mali are in Group F with what's that? Is it Mauritania and Gambia, Mozambique, Zimbabwe and Gambia. Uh, in Group A, it's got the defending the champion. Sorry, it's got the host Cameroon, Burkina Faso, Ethiopia, Cape Verde. Group B, it's got Senegal, Zimbabwe, Guinea, and Mali. Uh, Group C, it's got Morocco, Ghana, Comoros. They're qualifying for the first time, and Gabon. Group D is Nigeria, Egypt, Sudan, Guinea-Bissau. Group E, Algeria, Sierra Leone, Equatorial Guinea, and Cote d'Ivoire, and Tunisia, Mali, Mauritania, and Gambia in Group F. So that's the Nations Cup draw. Nigeria should qualify from that group. All the big teams avoided each other, to be honest, in the group stages. So that should make out for a really good knockout stage. We're going to be doing that in January, so watch out for that. Watch alongs for most of the games. And yeah, that's the end of the show. Please drop me a message. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts on today's show. Remember, every Friday, every Thursday, 6 to 7, commentary box. Where we look at the news, what's going on in the news, and we look at some of the stuff as well that we've some of the football headlines as well. So to wrap up, the main news for today is Arsenal are going to sign Odegaard. He's having his medical. He's going to be having his medical. They're signing goalkeeper Ramsdale as well. He's having his medical. Harry Kane wants Tottenham to fulfill the promise made by Daniel Levy. Don't think that's going to happen. Lewandowski wants to leave Bayern. He wants a new challenge. I don't think we all want to. I want a beautiful model as a wife, but that's not going to happen. I'm happy with my wife, to be honest. What else? And what else? What else? What else? What else? Yeah, those are the main news, to be honest. That's the main news. Tottenham are going for Samawa as well. That's some of it in the news. And Tottenham are playing tonight as well in the Europa Conference League. That's something in the news as well. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, follow, like. I really appreciate all my subscribers. Hopefully, the channel is getting bigger. We need one. Definitely, we do want more subscribers. So please subscribe, like, share, comment. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know. What you think about what we've talked about, the football. Let me know what you think about the commentary box live as well. It's just a discussion, the discussion kind of program platform where we just talk about stuff. If you want to join, send me an email and you can come in and we can talk about the clubs and talk about football in general, talk about sports in general, to be honest, not only football, but obviously majority is going to be about football. So thank you very much. Subscribe to the channel. Stay safe. God bless you. I'll see you in the next video. And once again, thank you very much.